Alright, hello everybody, and welcome back to Arknights. Been a little bit since I streamed this. Feels kind of good to be back. I don't have time to devote too much time to the story tonight, but we'll sample a little bit of it, see how I'd feel about doing a full series. I'm a little curious, because I believe one of our new characters is a chef, and I believe the story has something to do with that. So we might have something of a cooking show in our story today. Also, gosh dang it, this music's great. This background is great. Shu looks great in it. I can't get enough of this. I know I had this last time I streamed, but it's the Sui Siblings event, and this is a Sui Siblings theme. I'm rolling with it. I love it. Alright. Let's see. What should I do first? For anyone not familiar with how the events work in this game, we have Lucky Strips. This is free draw chances. We have Festival Sign-In, which is unique material earnings. We have this thing, which is literally just a free 10 pull. What else have we got in here? I swear I looked at this stuff earlier. Maybe I missed something. I did! Video creation event. Ooh. Living Flavors project, huh? New merch as well. Nice. Those are interesting. Wait a minute. Oh, yo, check out the hat. I might have to get me that hat one of these days. Alrighty. And I absolutely opened this as well. Didn't get that, though. Where'd this come from? This was not here when I opened the game earlier. Greetings, Doctor. I'm still at the excavation site and can't make it back to celebrate with you, so I've asked my maid to send over some lotus cakes. You have a maid? These have been my favorite since childhood. I hope they suit your taste. Of course, you don't have to eat them. They're quite nice to look at as well. Don't worry, they can last for quite a while. I probably won't be back for another month, but the good news is there might be some big discoveries this time, so you can look forward to that. Is this the same thing that's sitting in the freezer at work? There's a freezer at my workplace that has, like, a little, like, pastry cake thing in it that I swear has been there for, like, 3 weeks, just on a plate. With, like, one bite taken out of it. Delicate royal pastries provided by a Padishah of Sargon can be used to restore sanity. Made from the finest of ingredients and exquisitely decorated, like a work of art on the table. Seeing it reminds you that Pepe really is heaven-blessed. Oh yeah, I think it's canon that she is actually blessed by a god. Or something. And what was this again? I can't... Oh wait, I can't. Furnace fried rice. A bowl of fried rice you can't find anywhere else in Cosdale. Can be used to restore sanity. A quote-unquote gift from Wishadel. Be careful, she's not that kind-hearted. Yeah, so check this out. You should still be at work right now. Don't ask how I know. I told you. I'm keeping an eye on you all. The little bunny wants to follow in her highness's footsteps. Whether she can or not isn't my call, but she's doing quite well so far. So, you'd better be genuinely helping her out. Otherwise, you'll find out what I did to your desk. Anyway, I'm not writing just to scare you. I'm not that bored. I've prepared a gift for the little bunny. She's already got it. As for you, I made you a bowl of fried rice. Feel free to toss it if you want, but this fried rice is cooked with the eternal flames from the furnace and my secret seasoning. It's probably the only bowl like it in all of Cosdale. Do whatever you think is best. Haha! The letter contains quite a few typos and some smudges, but on the whole, her writing has noticeably improved. Alright then. I haven't done any of my dailies other than the base stuff, which seems to have a little more to deal with, because I didn't want to accidentally miss anything for the stream. Of course, I guess I probably could have done my recruitment draws. And I will go do that right now. But of course, first things first, before we get into the actual event, we are doing polls.
Let's see.
Let's deal with these.
Reserve Op Team A6 Catapult reporting in.
Hey! Don't click away!
You're the boss of this training camp? And they call you... This is Intern Hibiscus.
Catapult, it's not my fault that your intro is one of the longest of the entire recruitment pool.
Operation Reserve Team A.
Whoops. So, anyone who's watching this, how are you doing today? Ooh, summon. Don't see summon very often. I hope y'all are doing well. Let's check out the operators before we get into anything else. Oh, I thought we'd get like a bunch of voice updates or something, but it's actually just this. The clouds part to reveal a fine day, the clear blue sky, and an open invitation to act at your leisure. Once you have stepped into the fields, what rush is there to leave? You may as well join her as she rests and enjoy the fine view together. Heck yeah! I imagine Shu goes right here. You know what? Screw it. Let's try it out. Let's see how well I do. In other news, before I forget, according to a medal I got upon booting up the game today, I have officially logged into this game 1,000 days. Nice. Whoop, I just smacked my mic. They're polluting the water, which will cause problems for these allies here on the outskirts.
I'll show them what I can do.
Okay, I think it's time for Shu's ability now.
Mounds and ruins, bloom fields.
Wow, my timing was actually pretty solid, I think, or at least close to it.
Here I am.
Now we gotta wait for this wave. Wait for Shu to recharge.
When were the seeds of this tragedy planted? Freeze!
That was interesting. She said freeze, and they all actually froze. Oh! Okay. Oh, heck yeah! Sometimes I forget Shu's ability can do that. It traps enemies in a loop where they can't pass beyond 2 tiles away from the last affected tile that they walked on. But only while our ability is active. I'm not used to that. I'm not used to utilizing that very much. At least, certainly not to that effect, but it's always good fun. Sweet. As for the medal I mentioned earlier,
Let's see.
there it is. Anchoring a future voyage. Engraved medal awarded to you for signing in for 1,000 total days. We have never deviated from our course, no matter what obstacles we encounter. As we think back on our journey together, we look forward to witnessing what's still to come. Obtained 1,460 days after waking up. And 1,825 days. Yeah, it said I got another medal, but it didn't tell me what medal I got. I kind of wish they would show you your new medals. Another new thing we have is a module showroom. I guess Shangyu probably got a new module. Ah, Pepe got one. Okay, main difference. When there are 3 or more enemies within the splash area, attack of the current instance of attack increases to 115%. Interesting. How about Jolet? When defeated, does not retreat and instead recovers 30% of HP. Can only activate once every deployment. Nice. Gain 25% Sanctuary when HP is below 50%. Not bad. Dusk! What have you got? Big fan of Dusk here. I can already unlock it. I thought I actually. Oh no, wait, this is the third one. Okay, specifically for integrated strategies, attacks 1 additional target. Alright. Cool. And what do we got for you, Necties? In Reclamation Algorithm, able to recover SP while under the effect of food. Attracts enemies over a wide area to this unit's position when skill is activated. Ooh, that's actually not bad at all. Whoops, clicked out of the window. Okay! It's time to check out the main meat of the game now. We have 2 new characters. We have you, the new Sui sibling, and we have Blaze the Igniting Spark, the first altar for our first champion. Unless you count Surtur. But I believe Blaze was the first 6-star in the game. Could be wrong. I do know she got a lot of hype in the main story, the first few chapters. And she is part of a new archetype, I believe. So let's check the... Well, I think both of them are, actually. Let's see, what are they capable of? You is Elemental Defense. Blocks 3 enemies and can inflict elemental injury. Passive... Let's see, today's host, passive effect, becomes more likely to be attacked. Max HP plus 70%, defense plus 70%. Every time you is attacked, deals 50% of U's attack as burn damage to the attacker. And that's not bad attack at all for a defender, goodness. Immediately deals 100% of attack as arts damage to all surrounding enemies and teleports those ground targets that can reach you to his position. Block plus 2, max HP plus 160%, attack plus 290%, and normal attacks deal arts damage. For Guess Bounteous Gifts, that one is called. And let's check his S3, enter the Stove's Palm. Max HP plus 110%, attack plus 110, defense plus 110. And grants effects of talent 2 to all operators on the field. Creates a wall of fire spanning the entire field. Arts damage dealt by other allies that crosses the wall will deal an additional 10% of use attack as burn damage. Enemy projectiles passing through the wall have a 20% chance of being removed? Oh, the projectiles. I was thinking enemies. But still, being able to remove projectiles, that's a good defense. So, ultimately a support character, but a very strong one. And I think, as it says by fire spanning the entire field, I think it spans the whole field from left to right of the direction the character's facing. I could be wrong. It could be in a full-blown cross or something, but I doubt that. Let's see, they said talent 2. When there are at least 4 operators on the field, recovers 1.5% max HP as both HP and elemental injury per second. So, great defense against elemental stuff. And that effect is granted to all operators on the field during his 3rd skill. So he kind of doubles as a healing defender in a pinch. When blocking enemies, gains 25% Sanctuary. Blocked enemies receive 40% of attack as arts damage, and 12% of attack as burn damage per second. This guy sounds nuts. I love it. What have we got for Blaze the Igniting Spark? Primal Caster. Attacks deal arts damage and can inflict elemental damage. Talents! Meltdown. Whenever an enemy triggers a burn damage burst, immediately deals 350% of attack as elemental damage to that enemy and recovers 12% of max HP. When defeated, from the ashes, when defeated, becomes downed instead and gains 6,000 barrier. Cannot attack or be healed while downed, but recovers 3% of HP per second. Once HP is full, revives and stuns nearby enemies for 5 seconds. Is that just continuous, or once per battle? Because if it's continuous, that means Blaze the Igniting Spark doubles as a specialized Doll Keeper class. Sort of. Doll Keepers can usually do something while they're downed, and it's just a different effect, but even so, very interesting. Depending on how long it takes her to heal, though, I have to wonder why they would bother with that. First skill, Hand in Heated Hand. Selects the operator with the highest max HP within range, dealing 70% of attack as arts damage and 30% of that arts damage as burn damage to all enemies surrounding that operator every second for 20 seconds. Oddly specific. And I'm not in the habit of keeping track of an operator's exact HP, so I usually wouldn't know who has the highest max HP without just trying things out. Boiling Blood Ablaze. Oh, excuse me. Attack range changes, attack interval increases, attack plus 150%, and attacks 3 enemies at once. Goodness gracious. Although it does say she attacks slower with this one, and she's already a slow... no, wait, that's slightly slow. She's a slightly slow attacker. When attacking, loses 5% of HP and sets a burning field at the location of the target. Passing enemies have minus 50% movement speed and take 35% of Blaze's attack as arts damage, and 30% of that arts damage as burn damage every second. Goodness, what a chain of numbers. Lastly, Pyre of Perdition. Attack range changes. I wish it would show us how it changes with that, like it does with other things. Attack range changes. Attack plus 150% of it. Attack plus 150%. I'm messing up my words here, talking too much. Attack interval greatly reduces, and normal attacks now deal AoE damage. If target is under the burst effect of burn damage, deals an additional 80% of attack as elemental damage. Loses 3% of max HP every second. Skill activation grants 25 ammo, and whenever an enemy enters the burst effect of burn damage, it gains 2 additional ammo. Skill ends when all ammo is used, so at least it's not a death skill like Surtur's final skill. I wonder if there is any way for Surtur to be kept alive constantly after using her ability, such that she can last an entire round if you were to use it right at the beginning. Okay, we get a free roll. Who do we get? Nobody of consequence.
I know I didn't do very well.
Not that Beagle's a bad character. Beagle's an old favorite of mine, but still. Okay. How long will it take me before I can get both of these characters? Let's use our free 10 pull. Oh yeah, I forgot there's probably a new 5-star as well. I believe it is that one. I almost said it wasn't that one because she looks a lot like Aurora. So here's a new 5-star. An agent. Alright. After deployment, attack plus 35%, generates 1 DP after each attack. I think I remember reading about this character and actually being impressed with her abilities. Dev Joshi? Joshi?
Hello, Doctor. I'm Surfer from Black Steel Worldwide's Advanced Recon Team. My primary duties involve intelligence gathering and pre-mission reconnaissance. If you possess any pertinent information, please, don't keep it to yourself.
Alright. Combat experience 8 years. Date of birth May 3rd. Hey! Mine is the 5th. No infection present. Standard, normal, or excellent on all physical exams. Tyla, codename Surfer, is from Blacksteel's Advanced Recon Team. Extremely competent in her work, she has applied to be a collaborating operator aboard Rhodes Island, expanding the scope of our joint intelligence gathering missions with Blacksteel. Is that a wheelchair behind her? Hold on a minute, what? No, okay, no, that's just a camping chair. Alright, false alarm! Okay, and what do you get as your skill 2? Attack speed plus 10, each attack grants 1 DP, and steals 10 defense from the target. Max 100, lasts until skill ends or Surfer is retreated. That's a long... that's a pretty long skill charge time, despite being called Quick Learner, for a Vanguard to have. But that sounds like a really good skill. If there are no other operators in surrounding 4 tiles when deployed, gain 1 DP. Alright, not bad at all. Sure, I'll unlock E1.
Mind if I take some of these with me? They'd make an excellent remedy for cabin fever on those rainy days when I'm confined to my tent.
She wants to take the training videos so she's not as bored when she's camping.
Twice the vacation days, double the salary. Achoo! Oh, hi there, Doctor. No, I wasn't saying anything just now.
Uh-huh. Sure. What you hiding? Okay. Now time to do some more drawings. Hold on, what else have we got here? Alright, Lynn's not bad. Hayek's just passable for the most part. Baseline, I think, is great for those of you who do not have Arts Defense. Passenger and Chen. Passenger is okay. Chen was an old favorite. I've only got 1 10 pull, really? Ah, more 5 stars. Oh shoot, what's up, Mulberry? I think the last time I got Mulberry was the first time I got Mulberry. Could be wrong. Only 4 stars. Hey, who do we get?
My name is Plume, formerly of Pontifica
Popcar from Operation Reserve Team ASIC.
Following the guidance of the Arcana, our paths have finally converged. Nice to meet you, Doctor.
Is it just me, or did the voice actress for Gitano sound like she had a completely different mic quality from the rest of the folks? That sounded oddly sharp.
코드네임은 에스드드로. 이 스케이트보드도 등록되어 있는 내 장비야. 그럼 무슨 일 생기면 나한테 맡겨줘.
Disregarding the skateboard, the style of her skateboard and her little crossbow really remind me of like 90s street kid styles.
The name's Rose. Nice to meet you.
Hello, you must be the doctor. I'm here to visit my brother and sisters. Do I sign the visitor's log here? Right. Oh. Logistics operator. Employment contract. 年前不用骗我。
He thought it was a visitor's log. Doctor, why are you playing into Nian's hands? Oh, I could have sworn... I think you is male. I was not expecting a child's voice.
Captain of Reserve Op Team ASIC.
Alright, so that's one down. Now to go for Blaze. I have so much Orundum. We got her again. It's funny that her name is Surfer if she's a camper. Hello? Number 4.
Name Erin.
Hey there, Erin.
Today, it seems.
Haven't seen you in a while. Same for Shirayuki.
You told me to assist Miss Chen. I am Ansel, a medical
Sometimes I forget
teacher.
Shirayuki is a bodyguard
Assisting
for
with surgery
Fumizuki,
and internal
the
medicine,
wife
among
of
other
a
things.
certain
I
dragon
look forward
man
to
that
working
runs
with you.
Lungmen.
Hello, you must be the
You
doctor.
again.
I'm here to visit.
You again? Let's keep going. Come on. Give me Blaze. The sooner I get Blaze, the more chances I have next time. I want to keep a buffer. Built up such a good one. Oh my word, so many 5 stars! What? Okay, that's a lot of beanstalk. I almost called her beeswax, and I got the words mixed up for a second. Here we go again. Number 4 again.
Captain of Reserve Op Team A6.
Cicero, medic, reporting in with a little reminder for the doctor.
코드네임은 엑스드로.
Hey, there we go.
Yep, signing with my real name this time. Guju Wang. After stashing it away for so many years, I can finally write this name out in public. I'm still the same old me though, so just call me Blaze like you used to, Doctor.
Why did you have to hide your name? Or was it because at the time you were trying to hide your infected status too, and now it's becoming more accepted or something? Let's see. Is there anything else I missed? Of course, we do have the limited. I'm surprised I didn't get any of them. These would be the other Sui siblings. Actually, now to think about it, a little weird that Nyan and Dusk are not on this list. Then again, it's probably because maybe they're not limited anymore. Let's see. Let's check out the credit store. Yeah, credit store. Blah, blah, blah. For some reason, I thought I was supposed to be saying credit score. I'm like, what am I talking about? This isn't a bank. Wait a minute. Yeah, I'll do this. Let's see, we have new furnishings. Ding Fang Lao Tea House, a recreation of the Ding Fang Lao Tea House based on Blaze's description. The fact that Bai Zhao restaurants had dedicated spaces for drinking tea left a deep impression on her. Just one sip and you can taste 6 or 7 different flavors. What's this look like in full view? Ooh. I love the moons in the background. Not bad at all. I'll buy that. Peace All Year Round Activity Room. A Shangshu-style room recreated from Yanni's archival data. Nian took great interest in the project and was so eager to help with the decorating that no one could refuse. Her siblings are frequent guests and are often invited to rest here. Very nice. Oh, come on. Ah, that's a pretty nice looking room. I'd hang out in there. That's expensive. Rooms don't usually cost that much as far as I recall. Yeah, even these ones are less than 6,000. Certificates! I have so many now. I'll take both of those, thanks. And I'll save the rest for later. I'll take this. I'll take this. Can't remember the last time I was able to max that out. And I think I'll save the rest for the next set. That's one of the best things that you can save these for, is the headhunting permits. Or one of these ops if you're missing certain ones and you're waiting for one to show up. These things, I almost never use these. I don't know what to spend these on. Do I save them up for one of these? Or do I buy this? I already have all of the operators that this can get me. These can be spent on whatever here. Recommended you spend them on the operators or chip catalysts, personally. Oh, I didn't even realize I could get these from here. I should grind these more. Those will be helpful. Let's see. I have 121 of these. And there's Nian and Dusk. So at least they're still in this list. Weird that Nian is 200 instead of 300. Maybe Nian's just that outclassed now. I have so many saved up from past events, and I don't know what to spend them on. This keeps updating with new Arundum, but it never tells you for some reason. And so I just keep this saved up to buy more. Ooh. I don't have enough of these to buy all of these costumes, unfortunately, but you bet I'm getting one for Best Girl Shu. Outfit Shu wore during a feast held by her family. A beauteous purple robe across her shoulders, a silken skirt along her legs. Here, a goddess lies, quietly watching the turning of the seasons. I wonder if I'll end up liking this skin more or less than her default one. Because her default one is pretty darn good, in my opinion. Frankly, I think the purple here clashes with her other colors even more than her other colors already clash with each other. But that's just me. We also have this one for Jolie. Youthful Journey, outfit Jolie wore when using the Tianchi Bureau's training grounds. Integrated with elements of the Tianchi gown, enabling mobility while highlighting his youthful spirit. Yeah, he does look younger. Just a little bit. He looks younger and more mature at the same time. Looks great, though. I love this bit right here. That actually does look really good. It's a shame I don't use this character more often. We have one for Almond. This looks adorable and kind of cozy. Almond Platter, outfit Almond wore during a field mission in Yan. Deep crimsons are a natural complement to the festive atmosphere, while the long skirt and wide sleeves bring out her Latin cuteness. And one for Bena, who I also don't use very often. I can't tell if this ram is enjoying itself or freaking the heck out. I imagine it's freaking out. Prairie Pals, outfit Bena wore on a field mission in the prairie. The traditional clothes serving as the base have been enhanced with modern innovations, making them lightweight without sacrificing cuteness. They really like cuteness with these two, don't they? Well, I bought that. I'll get this. And then I'll get the others on my own time, I guess. What packs have we got? Rhodes Island Upgrade Pack for 2025. 5,000 Arundum, 100,000 LMD. Not bad for newbies. 24 Originite Prime and 2 10-roll headhunting permits for $30. Plus 200,000 LMD and a whole bunch of upgrade materials. Not bad. For $50, we have 90 Originite Prime, 1 10-roll headhunting permit, 1 10-roll kernel headhunting permit, that's the blue ones, 260,000 LMD, and more upgrade materials. Kind of wish they didn't include the kernel one. I'd prefer 2 regular headhunting permits that I can spend on whatever, but alrighty. Nothing new in here. Ooh! Wait, I could get 2 of these? Oh, it's probably part of this current event, isn't it? Yeah, okay, these are really good. If you're new to the game, but you have money to spend, you'll want to go for one of these. I believe how it works. Yeah, 6-star guaranteed. You can pick 2. And the deal is you are guaranteed to get one of the 3 characters depicted on whichever one you pick. Based on that, I would think this one Beta might be the best one to go for. Calcit can deal true damage and healing at the same time. Golden Glow can achieve a global range with her 3rd skill. And Reed is a pretty strong damage healer. Over here in Alpha, we have Surtur, the OG boss killer with her immense arts damage at the cost of her own life. Bagpipe is a decent, albeit slightly outdated, Vanguard of an archetype that we don't see a lot of anymore. And Broadrock is a fantastic defender, albeit one that can only be healed by her own actions. On what is that one? That's not Lambda. It's not Omega. Or is it Lambda, and I'm just used to Lambda being upside down? I don't know. I don't know much about Executor. He was kind of just meh in both of his appearances, as far as I understand. But he's probably not bad at all for those that don't have more famous units. We have Jessica, who is also not bad at all. Pretty decent as a defender, albeit she doesn't deal arts damage, so she's not all that strong against certain types of enemy unit. And we have Typhon, who is just pretty solid. Pretty solid ranged attacker. Deals a lot of damage, doesn't do a lot for me, but every once in a while she does come in handy. So yeah, I personally would recommend the green one. But it's up to you guys which one you pick if you decide to play this game. Rhodes Island Special Pack 51 Originate Prime. That's an oddly specific number. 1 10-roll headhunting permit, 2100 Arundum, and 4 module data blocks for $30. Almost doesn't feel worth it, but it's okay. And Advanced Training Resource Pack. Top Op and Senior Op Training Invitation Letters. Promote one of each all the way to Elite 2 level 1. Actually, this comes with 2 Senior Operators. Excuse me, by the way. 2 Senior Operators. So, yeah, 2 5-stars, basically. Alright. Not a bad set, by any means. And now, let's take a look at these characters. Mulberry? Oh, I guess I've gotten Mulberry a few times. Let's improve that talent. Same for Fang here. Poor Fang never got cool superpowers from her disease like everybody else. I never boosted her to E1? What's wrong with me?
Thank you for the promotion. I'll work even harder to improve myself.
Good job, Fang. A little bit of a boring response, but you keep at it. Surfer, we've already looked at Surfer. We can increase our potential all the way. Alright. Let's deal with you. The English voice actor for you has their name only in Chinese? I'm assuming that's Chinese. Why is that the only name here that's not written in English? Do they not have an English translation for that name? I can't say what the voice actor is because I can't read that.
Ah, I see this is a fine location. Alright then. Daily desserts, fresh out of the oven, in limited quantities. There we go. Oh, doctor. Nothing special here. Don't let me keep you.
Is he setting up ads for his food?
Hello, you must be the doctor. I'm still not used to the quiet without kitchen fire burning nearby. It makes me so sleepy.
Whoever the voice actor is great. Combat experience, none. Date of birth, December 12th. Race, undisclosed. Medical tests have confirmed that no infection is present. Standard, normal, or excellent in nearly everything, but Originium Arts is flawed. Interesting. You is an experienced chef from Yan who is currently visiting friends and family at Rhodes Island, offering culinary support during his stay. Well, of course, we're going to want to level up you plenty. What you got there, you? What is that stuff? And how about you, Blaze? Christina V. Combat experience, 14 years. Confirmed infected. Excellent at everything except tactical acumen. Goodness. Zhu Huang, my bad. I think that's how she pronounced it. Codename Blaze is an elite operator who wields powerful destructive arts over a wide area. Able to handle both guard and caster roles, she plays a key tactical role in various combat operations from assault to defense to raids. Alright. Let's see, do I have anything to max them out? Top operators, and I happen to have... Oh, just one. I thought I saw two. Alright, let's use one on good old you here.
Trying to keep me here? There's nothing to be ashamed of. You've had a taste of my cooking. If you could forget that flavor, wouldn't all my years of culinary practice have been in vain?
Fair enough. Of course, I can't forget to mark you among the 6 stars. Let's crank the skills up to max. Not quite max if you don't count the masteries. I mean. Also, what is promotion 1?
Bitter gourd is in season now. Deseeding, blanching, and adding it to the soup brings out the most flavor. Some find it too bitter, while others are absolutely in love with it. Palates differ, and sweetness or bitterness are unique to each individual.
Alright, interesting promotion statement. We already listened to that one. Watching battle record.
Maybe we should watch something else while we're eating.
Something a little less gruesome than combat videos. Combat training videos, specifically. Let's mark Blaze. And we'll have to level her up the old-fashioned way.
Doctor, you know I've pored over these battle records, studying them inside and out, so you don't have to drag me into a watch session, you know?
Wait, these are... No! Not the one where my tail caught fire!
That's when I was totally green. I learned quick after that. Phew. Gave me a fright. I thought you were gonna talk about work. So, this means you think I'd make a good caster?
Yay! That's an extra 6 hours of training for me now.
I thought you were gonna talk about work. Oh? I'm rising up the ranks at work? Woohoo! More work! And max her out again.
Doctor, you know I've pored over
Aww.
studying them inside and out, so you don't have to drag me into a watch session, you know?
Can I make them right now?
Wait, these are...
Whoops. I do that every video now, I swear.
Caught fire? That's when I was totally green. I learned quick after that.
Oh shoot, I can do this. Alright. When did I get so many chip catalysts? I guess it's been a while since I needed them. Oh yeah, I forgot. I think they updated the speed of creation of these things, so it's just like crazy fast now. You don't need to don't need to spend this on them anymore.
Yes, I accept. I know what you're up to with this whole setup. We've got an unspoken understanding, right? You're really just giving me the medal without a word?
Okay. I'm trying to figure out what the implication there is, but not sure if it's coming to me. All right.
I'm so glad to be home.
Doctor,
Been a while since I saw Faiku or any of my other Arknights watchers. Now Lapland has sent me something out of the blue. Are these, am I going to be getting these like once every hour or something? Out with the old! Hold on, let's see if I can remember her accent. Out with the old! Isn't this the favorite saying of us Novovosini pioneers with our ambitious spirit? Doctor, you must be curious about what exactly Novovosini has left behind, right? There's an address on the back of this letter. Go there and find Capone and Gambino. They'll lend you my car. Take it for a spin around the city and you'll see what you want to see. Oh, and by the way, drunk driving is heavily penalized there. Don't say I didn't warn you. How's my voice acting? Saluzzo Vintage. A fine bottle of wine from the Saluzzo Winery, 40 years aged. Can be used to restore sanity. Despite it being wine. Apparently, this is the most precious bottle from Alberto's wine cellar. Of course, he never said you could have it, but what does that matter? I wonder what he was saving it for. Hopefully he doesn't try to kill his daughter over it, unless she is a lot more powerful than he is somehow. Well, now that I think about it, now that we got the new folks... we just edit assistant and add the others? Oh yeah, okay.
I see this is a fine location. Right then. Daily desserts, fresh out of the oven, in limited quantity. There we go. Oh, doctor. Nothing special here. Don't let me keep you.
Nice! That'll do, I think. Alright, folks. I think it's about time we get into the main event. What do we got for a sweet video? I guess she burned something. It went a little too quick for me to notice. Oh! Okay. Behold the summoning of ramen broth. Holy cow. Aww. Maybe he was hoping to eat with his siblings. That looked like more plates than he had siblings, though. Interesting! Who's this dude back here? I'm curious. That looks like Lazy. I feel like I should know who that is. Is that Mint? Because I don't think that's our new girl. This looks familiar. But I'm not sure who it is. That looks kind of freaky. Then again, that might not be a pair of eyes, considering there's 2 more up here. Alright. Kinda wish I could get a theme like this on the front. Front page. Oh, Xingju, okay. So not Mint. Abjurer, haven't seen one of them in a while. Deals arts damage when skill is active. Attacks instead restore the HP of allies. Heal amount is equal to 75% of attack. Equal to 100% of attack. Grants 10% sanctuary or 15% to 2 other allies within range. Immediately performs a heal to all targets within range equal to 330% of Xingju's attack. All targets? Only 10? Okay, that's not bad at all. And that's not even a case of, like, it takes time, so it interrupts her attacks that much. It's just single use. Immediately, all of them get healed by a bunch of HP. That actually sounds really good. I might be doing the math wrong in my head. It's possible everyone has way too much HP to be worth that. Well, no, because she has 1,746. Her attack at maximum is 473 plus 50 with trust. I think. Unless that's saying 50 were added by trust. I never quite figured that out. I'm assuming the trust adds 50 onto the 473. But whatever the case, 473 times 300%, that is at least 1,200. Could be 1,600, I'm not let's see. Because times 100% is double, right? So 473 times 100%, or plus 100%? I don't know. I haven't done that kind of math in so freaking long, man. I could probably learn it right quick, but I've never been I've never liked math, let's put it that way. I'm good at it, but that's only because I'm good at following instructions. When I haven't had to do it in a while, I need a refresher. But still, that is over half of her entire max HP pool healed immediately from this. Assuming she can heal herself. It's possible she can. Let's see. Find Food Soothes Souls. Attack speed plus 50 heals 1 additional target, and the targets of Xingju's talent recover HP equal to 20% of Xingju's attack. The talent is the Sanctuary. Okay. Not bad at all, actually. That could be a game changer for some people. Savers at use. Not to be confused with Savers Thrift Store or various R Us stores. This is Savers at use. Alright, finally. Oh my gosh. Yo, that's beautiful. What are these? I'm really curious. But alright, let's check this out. I don't know if I have enough time to read all the cutscenes all the way through, but we'll see. Chrysanthemum tea with dried tangerine peels. Dried orange peels left to age for 40 years in the same cup with freshly picked chrysanthemum. Do the flavors of yore stand up to a careful tasting? The flavors of yore. In yonder lands. This place looks familiar. Sir, are you saying such a remarkable individual actually existed in the history of Great Yan? Yes. Cataloging books, organizing texts, promoting education. If she did so much for all life under heaven, why does no one remember her, or even know her name? Sir, can you identify this character? I don't believe I've ever encountered it before. It's not that no one remembers her. It's simply that her true name in one lone word was never recorded in the history books. Isn't it a pity? Her pen captured Great Yan's long history and vast expanse, yet not a single page in the historical records bears her name. Sir, if I were to complete all the missing records, do you think I could reconstruct her image? 40 years ago. I wish I could do a movie voice. Sir! Sir! It's raining so hard out there. Why not come inside, have a pot of nice warm tea, and wait out the rain? No need. This rain won't be stopping anytime soon. I should keep moving. Some people want the rain to stop, some hope it carries on. The umbrella vendor is smiling from ear to ear, but the passers-by are downright miserable. A fascinating thought. Friend, you should take a moment to rest. I was asked to remind you, the road ahead is rough and uneven. A certain someone worries you might misstep and get your shoes wet. Please, just follow me, sir. Your friend is already waiting for you inside. Hey! What's up, Sho? I think I just felt a sneeze coming on. Also, why do my headphones feel so tight? Oh my word. One moment, I'm adjusting my headphones. Much better, I think. Hi, Minister. It's been a while. No, these days you're the Grand Tutor. Alright, why is he bathed in shadow? He's just been introduced. It has been some time indeed since we bid each other farewell in Yumen. I expected to meet with the Sui Regulator and the Ministry of War first upon this return to the capital to deliver my report. That's why I've arranged to meet with you in advance. His Imperial Majesty has passed. When? 2 weeks ago. I think if His Majesty had died of natural causes, you would not be coming to see me about it. Does this mean... I love this guy's face and hair. He looks so cool. The man sitting in the shadows holds out his hand. A black way keystone rests in his palm. 60 years ago, he escaped from that ancient temple and turned himself into 181 black way keystones, which scattered across the lands. Their current whereabouts are unknown. 2 weeks ago, the Sui Regulator found this stone in the capital. What has he done? I do not know. The only thing I'm certain of is that he cannot have entered the Forbidden City. Someone must have gone out to meet him. So, I was just checking if he said one stone or multiple stones. Investigating this person's identity would be sensitive. His machinations likely will not involve others. I shouldn't have come to you today, but when the convict caused all this turmoil before, you were the one who subdued him. I just realized, is that the subtle shape of the Yanese dragon in that symbol there? Here we go. Excuse me. Grandmaster, do you know anything of this? Not a thing. I have not seen him since the incident. Then I believe you, Grandmaster. Do you need anything from me? Do not linger here. Return to Yumen at once. Ursus is in constant turmoil, and there is a changing of the guard in Yumen. We must not allow morale to be shaken. I will handle the Sui Regulator and the Ministry of War myself. It is precisely because you are not entangled in this affair that I can entrust you with such a crucial task. Understood. I will see the Sui Regulator continue to investigate the Wei Key matter in secret. During this crucial time, you should remain out of sight, Grandmaster. We did not meet here today. Regarding the True Lung, how is His Highness Yan Wu? At this moment, he should be Yan Wu. Yan Wu was the one who went to His Imperial Majesty on the night he died. Is Yan Wu the villain? I just randomly remembered the Shangang Wu from Shaolin Showdown. This guy might fit the voice I gave the Grand Tutor a little more than the Grand Tutor does. Your Highness! 28 members of the traitor's family have been imprisoned. But after we checked the list, we found there was a single individual missing. An infant just under a month old. The Imperial Guard searched the Grand Preceptor's mansion thoroughly today, but found no traces of the baby. That is a heck of a decoration up there. I'm only just seeing that. Of course, this whole place looks nuts, but still. A newborn could not have run off by herself. Someone went through the trouble to whisk her away. Your Highness need not worry. The Imperial Guard will find her. Earlier today, the Minister of Justice requested a meeting. He seeks His Highness's advice on this series of cases. Handle them according to the laws of Yan. I'll tell him. Where is my elder brother now? According to our reports, he left the capital just half an hour ago. Some of the Imperial Guard have defected with him. The soldiers guarding the city did not dare to stop them, without orders to do so. Indeed, I never ordered them to keep him in Baijiao. He was unwilling to stay and left everyone behind. How many Imperial Guardsmen went with him? 18. Even after committing such an unforgivable crime, my elder brother can still send the Grand Preceptor to die in his place. He can still command the unwavering loyalty of these 18 death sworn. How many courtiers are still devoted to him? How many still hope that he will retake the throne? Yet it is your Highness who now sits on the throne, not him. Therefore, it falls upon your Highness to ensure Yan's eternal prosperity. All castes of Yan may afford hesitation and uncertainty, save your Highness. I need water. There we go. It's been so long since I've left this palace. Grand Commandant, tell me, has the spring rain yet ceased in Baijiao? The rain may stop whenever your Highness desires. It's funny that they have his face drawn as if he's currently bowing, but the rest of him is not bowing, so it ends up looking like he's grimacing in frustration. If your Highness has changed your mind, you yet have time to stop them. I'm exhausted. The Imperial Kitchen has prepared some babao soup and shredded bamboo shoots, if your Highness desires. Very well. There. Don't cry. We're on our way home. We're almost there. Pick up the pace, please, if you could. It's raining too hard, and I can't see too well. Couldn't go any faster at this rate. How much farther to the next stage station? Stage station? At least 30 li. Brother, just how urgent is your business? That you'd bring your whole family along to travel on a night like this? Please, just go faster. Uh-oh. What the? Yanni's exclamation. What's somebody doing out here in the wilderness at this hour? The man looks around, but the endless rain blocks his view. It is too dark for him to see anything. We'll have to get out here. Sir, I'll give you all the money I have. Take your carriage to the next stage station. If anyone asks, do not tell them you carried passengers with a baby tonight. I beseech you, good sir. But, what? Huh? Where are you going in this weather? We'll follow the path through the northern woods. Ah! What is it? The baby! The baby is gone! We got a daughter of royalty here? What's happening? Hello, silent old man. The hair and beard looks great. Hey! You're not supposed to talk. You're a silent old man. It's her. The baby is sleeping soundly in her cradle, oblivious to the mud and blood on her face. I did everything you asked. I know their methods, and I know how to answer them. Don't worry, I won't allow any blood to stain you. Good sir, I have no way to repay your kindness. No, you need not thank me. I did not do this for you. She's done so much for me, yet what I do today will neither clear her name nor even begin to avenge her. I have no family and no affairs to settle after my death. I ask only one favor of you. Please, take this girl in. You need not tell her anything. Just let her grow up and live her life in peace. You know, if she stays here, it will be risky, with a greater possibility that this old case will be reopened. But isn't that what you want? We may be powerless to change the situation right now, but if one day, be it 3 or 4 decades later, the truth is revealed, all the blood shall not have been shed in vain. Right then. I swear it. What in the world is going on? My curiosity is piqued. Alright, training mission. What have we got? A refreshing appetizer made from bitter gourd and black fungus, seasoned with soy sauce, sugar, mature vinegar, and hot pepper, giving it a little of every flavor. Stove summons Sapid Auspice to deal true damage to all enemies in its path. Ooh. Derelict Stove summons Vapid Blight to deal true damage to all allied units in its path. Interesting. Bitter gourd with wood ear. Extinguished stove summons vapid blight, so that's the blight stove. This is the light stove. They look so different. Or is this one's properly built and this one's broken? Hey, Dusk! Come lend a hand! Those things are on the loose here! Ah, yeah, what a pain.
When 'tis a choice of life and death,
Dusk is a
why
mood.
shouldst thou lay down thy arms?
Ooh, love this music. A new fella? Itching for a beating, huh?
I'll show them what I can do.
Oh, excuse me. I didn't think it'd leave a sapidity behind. Smells tasty. Sounds gross. Seepage. It sounds like seepage. It sounds medical. Looks like it's drawn to the stove and will be absorbed right in when it gets close enough.
Too difficult to explain. Let me paint it for you.
Oh, you even a virtuous king must from time to time look to the sword.
It's walking chopsticks! Oh gosh, look at these dudes.
Too difficult to explain. Let me paint it for you.
At this rate, we'll get to turn the stove on soon and see some Sapid Auspice in action. If we all just stood and watched like you did, they'll turn the sapidity into a vapidity, and the meal will be bland. I didn't think the derelict stove could draw those vapidity things too. That's not how English structure works. That should be a period. Because it's a statement, not a question. Just whack them a bunch of times and they'll turn back.
I am rather attached to you. Most of the time.
So yeah, keep that in mind, folks. If you don't like the steam coming off of your soup, punch it. Yeah, right. If you can whack all of them in time, the derelict stove's about to unleash a vapid light. Also, ceramic launching Geno to M40Z. Go away. It's a shame that that's the only comment I'm getting on this video so far after an hour and a half of recording. Uh-oh. Check out that dragon, though. That's pretty sick. That thing reeks of bad luck. Well, since we won't get hurt for real anyway, handle this yourself. But you just retreated from too much damage. Sheesh, so petty. Fine, just watch me. Oh. Hello, you two.
A knight? You dare strike my shield with your spear? That's gonna end with you in pieces.
No time to... Trick won't work here. No time to hesitate.
Do you have the eyes of Sun? Witness your...
That'll do. Now let's cook. Nice, but how do we know what pathway it's gonna follow, or does it just hunt down every enemy on the field? Very interesting, though. I've messed up my throat at some point tonight, because it suddenly hurts. I'm also getting a headache. I unfortunately may not be able to stream this much longer. Made from spring onions and tofu, it takes quite a bit of skill to give it the proper clean taste. Let's change this up to my normal ops before I dive in.
Just keep yourself safe, signore, signori.
questions to be answered. Rules bound to be analyzed.
Is this the rendezvous point?
It's ready.
Yeah. Alright, newbie squad. Let's see, who shall we bring in? Take out baseline. Add in you. Take out techno. Add in Blaze.
It's been a while since I beat anyone up. Hope I didn't get too rusty.
Actually, let's redo this whole squad. We'll try out Surfer as well. I almost forgot about her. Let's see, Server and Meetum. Mitem. Motum. Motem. I don't know. I'm just being weird now. Add you again. Let's go Executor. Lazy can be in this one. Need a good healer. Let's say Rose Salt. Crown Slayer. Virtuosa, 'cause why not? Oh wait, I almost forgot Blaze. Just for fun. You know, I was gonna bring Executed the X-Fedora, but we'll bring Jole.
Adding me to this wilderness mission was a wise choice. Trust me, Doctor. I'll ensure your safe return to the land ship.
Okay. I'm getting pretty tired now. To be fair, it is almost midnight, and I have been skipping out on sleep the last few nights out of pure habit. So it might be best if I skip to the mission and do all the reading another time. In fact, I think I might just do that. Especially because this headache is driving me nuts. Well, let's do one mission, one story. See how it goes. Definitely gonna have to call it after this one, though. Check, please! Wait a minute! I'm busy! Oh, all you ordered was a bowl of plain noodles. It's on the house! Come on. I'm leaving the money on the counter. Bye. Thank you, come again! Eating so little for lunch at that age, what gives? Too many colors blind the eyes, too many flavors dull the tongue. One must not indulge in the desire for food. Didn't you just eat the one bowl of plain noodles? Oh, this is two different voices. Okay. This is my fifth. I'm not like you. I prefer my food light and simple. I never add any seasonings when I eat. No salt, vinegar, chili, scallions, garlic, or spices at all. When I'm eating, I want to taste the food itself. If the basics are even slightly less than fresh, my taste buds will detect it instantly. Judging by your Mandarin robes, you're a deputy minister with the Judicial Review Office, aren't you? Your tongue must be the greatest judge under heaven. Haha, you have a way with words. When next you feel you've been wronged, come find me at the Judicial Review Office. My name is... Oh! So is this our chef, then? My name is Yu Chang. I won't need to trouble your magisterial greatness with that sort of thing. I am but a humble officer of the Ministry of Rights. I'm not often wronged. Well, come see me anyway. I'll treat you to a bowl of noodles. What is your name, young man? I am called Gu Quan. Our chef prefers the plainest foods, huh? Hey, Zhang, I'm here. Oh shoot, check out this dude. Coming! What'll it be today, Lou? I'll have the usual. Any specials today? Well, persimmons are in season. We also got a fresh batch of chestnuts today. You can either eat them raw, nice and crispy, or cooked, sweet and tender. How about stewed beast belly with chestnuts and then some osmanthus-flavored dried persimmon for dessert? I love chestnuts, man. You know, I normally only have chestnuts in Thanksgiving stuffing these days. But I think there were other things I used to like it in. I used to eat it more in. I wonder what. Nice! Alright, I'll try that then. Is there something in my throat? Why does my throat already feel so worn out? Pardon me, everyone. I'm going to try something. Alright, I think that feels a little bit better. I just ate some crackers and cheese and then took a sip of water to see if that would... Now, just to make sure there wasn't something lodged in the back of my throat that was causing this weird scratchiness. By the way, that sign we fixed for your restaurant a while back. Don't worry, I checked with our chef. This meal's on the house. What is this thing back here? That's what I want to know. You've taken care of all our carpentry work the past few years. Treating you to a few meals is the least we can do. I think I changed his voice. My bad. You're too kind. He's really a great cook. The greatest under heaven, I'd say. I can't find food this good anywhere else. That wooden talisman I gave him, I meant it. He was too modest to accept the gift. Come on, enough already. We're just a little old eatery. It's you who keeps us in business. You don't need to flatter us like that. By the way, where is that young chef of yours? I didn't see him sitting outside and chatting with the guests today. Don't even bring him up. He's been sulking since early this morning. There's this famous food critic going around lately, taking advantage of the buzz from the Feast of 100 Delicacies, you know? I hear she's visiting all the hidden little eateries in town, rating them one by one in the newspapers. I know. I hear she published an article reviewing taverns in Baizhou. She's even writing a book, says she wants to compile all the best recipes from Baizhou, past and present. She calls herself the Wandering Foodie or something like that. She's certainly ambitious. Baizhou has countless taverns, and these places have been making their dishes for generations. To write a book about them, she'll need a wealth of knowledge and a stomach big enough for all that food. I bet it's Blaze. Exactly. But I hear the book she's working on, Baizhou Cuisine and Food Culture, already earned some praise from the head chefs of the 4 great restaurants. And none of them have anything bad to say about her reviews. Rumor has it she's dropping in here today. Well, you have nothing to worry about. With your chef's cooking, even the harshest critic will have nothing to criticize, right? You know his temper. Whether reviews are good or bad, he can't stand people talking about his food. That's weird. He says he doesn't want to get into a cooking competition, but that's just because he's afraid he'll lose. Alright, that's enough of that. The only thing I'm worried about is people discovering this place, so I won't be able to get a table here anymore. Knock on wood. Oh, another customer. Hello, red and blue. Presenting the new samurai class for Team Fortress 2. Hey, look! The two of you coming right at this hour. We're right across from the Judicial Review office. I guess it's kind of become your unofficial cafeteria. If it wasn't for this restaurant, I would have resigned and moved home ages ago. Don't say such things. We have a duty. How could you think of resigning? What's up? Why so serious? It's the Feast of 100 Delicacies. Okay, I could have sworn I saw another line there that get skipped. It's the Feast of 100 Delicacies, of course. The busiest time of the year for the office. I haven't had a good night's sleep in a month. Who can keep going like this? The precautions are necessary, though. There are so many tourists here now. If something bad were to happen, it would be a disaster. No matter how careful we are, there's just too much going on. Something is bound to happen. Hey, enough shop talk. Just enjoy the food. You think we're talking about work because we want to? Ugh. By the way, did you hear about the Dingfeng Lao case? What case? If there's something to say, just say it. Why all the secrecy? I'm not trying to be secretive. This case is just downright eerie. Yo, check out that kitchen! On the 15th of last month, when Dingfeng Lao was busiest, every one of its 100 or so stoves were burning all day and late into the night. At night, one of the stoves caught fire, and the staff couldn't put it out. A handful of chefs were injured. Isn't a stove supposed to be on fire, though? The Originium pipe sprung a leak, was it? That's nothing new. Well, the investigators couldn't determine whether the pipe had been tampered with or not. Hundreds of people have access to that kitchen. Who knows if someone did something? You must know that Ding Fang Lao is the most famous restaurant in Baizhou and the organizer of the feast. The thing that makes this incident particularly strange is that it happened on the 15th day of the month, and the fire started on the 100th stove. Some say they saw a strange silhouette amidst the flames. Let's stick to the facts, yes? We don't need to fabricate things here. I'm telling you the truth. Many people said they saw it. The work you do at the Judicial Review Office is pretty interesting. Listening to you talk about your cases is like reading a detective novel. Come now, we're hardly authors here. It's just that whenever a case drags on for a few weeks without progress, I have nightmares about it. Actually, now that you mention it, I also heard about a strange case recently. There's nothing supernatural about it, it's just plain weird. Oh, another juicy story? Do tell. I really shouldn't divulge too many details about this. You can't tease us like that, the suspense is killing me. This is a matter of great importance. The place where this incident occurred is truly significant. It was the Mr. Ning's Manor, former Minister of Rights. My Shifu has been investigating this case for a while now. I've only heard an overview. He won't tell me more. Mr. Ning has been retired for several years now. He's in the process of leaving Baijiao and coming back to his hometown in Jiangnan. But a few days ago, a strange thief broke into his mansion. Nothing was stolen and no one was hurt. But in one of the guest rooms, there was a painting of Jian hanging on the wall, and someone used melted honey to draw a line across the Jian's mouth. And of course, the mansion was heavily guarded, but the thief seemed to know the layout very well. And that thief, whether down to incredible skill or sheer experience, left no trace behind. My Shifu and the others have their hands full trying to crack the case. That is a weird case. Sealing the lips with honey? Isn't that from the legend of the Stove God? Stove God? Alright. I know this is Chinese lore, but is this kind of like a Japanese yokai thing where they have a god or spirit for every little thing? It ensures the Stove God will say more good things than bad. The thief vandalized a painting but didn't steal anything of value. They don't care for money, so did they have some other motive? What motive could they have had? Minister Ning is an honorable mandarin. He has a decades-long record of dutiful public service. Who could have any issue with him? Regardless, he's an important court mandarin. The ransacking of his manor is no small matter, especially at a time like this. It's our greatest fear come true. Oh, hey, I just thought of something. You scared me. What's the thought? I just remembered that I also saw something weird a few days ago, right in this very restaurant. It was 3 days ago. I was here eating when a real strange customer walked in. He looked to be on the older side, and he was still wearing a prison outfit, as if he had just been released by the Judicial Review Office. Prison outfit? Did a certain ironmonger come back? Think it was Jesselton was his name? He sat down and ordered 20 bowls of white rice, nothing else. He downed them in no time flat. That's all you're going to eat? Eating all that rice is bound to make you choke. Why don't we whip up 2 little entrees for you and a bowl of soup? On the house. No. It's Da Wong rice, nice and fresh, the finest on the land. What other food could I possibly need? I've filled my belly. I've no need for any free dishes. Check, please. Or is this you again? After the funny fella finished eating, he grabbed all 20 empty bowls and walked out of the restaurant. He kept walking until he reached the Judicial Review Office. He threw the pile of bowls at the door of the office and yelled, "I'm the one who set the fire in the scrollery!" Why did he take the bowls from the restaurant? That was 20 bowls, too! For some restaurants, that's probably their entire stock of bowls! Well, I'm sure you know more about it than me, especially with my terrible memory. Who was that guy, anyway? What happened to him in the end? There's no way I could discuss something like that with you. Shh! There are civilians at the next table over. Don't worry about them. I heard that lady speaking Victorian. I think they're foreigners. They don't understand what we're saying anyway. Hey! In perfect Yanese. Labandan-chan! I just realized I could barely hear the music. I'd ask if y'all can hear the music, but I can't turn it up any higher. Red silk special, mala tofu, soft yellow shells, autumn casserole, and jade surprise. And that's all she ordered. She trying to challenge us? She seems very polite. She just looked at the menu and picked out these dishes. Didn't look like she was asking for trouble. You think she might be that food critic? The one who wrote Baizhao Cuisine and Food Culture? What kind of food critic comes in and orders nothing but tofu? Relax, chef, relax. You know how things are going here, business-wise. The future of our restaurant hinges upon this very moment. You have to do your best. The dishes must be flawless. The Victorian woman pulls up a chair and 2 jugs of wine and sits at the table with the 2 mandarins of the Judicial Review Office. I just realized it says Victorian instead of Colombian, so is she British? She casually pours each glass of wine. Its rich, sweet aroma soon fills the table. Then again, I've heard her voice, and I believe I remember it being a pretty American accent, so I don't know. Please, drink and enjoy. This wine was meant for sharing. Aye, so what happened next? What became of the weirdo who threw the empty rice bowls? Good lady, what you just heard was nothing more than idle diners' chatter. Whatever you do, please do not share it with anyone else. Huh? But you haven't finished the story yet. Where's the cliffhanger? Where's the stay tuned for the next episode? I am a mandarin of the Judicial Review Office, madam. I'm not a storyteller in the tea house. What a coincidence! I have a good friend who works there too. And here I was, thinking everybody at the Judicial Review Office was stuffy, pretentious, and tight-lipped. Dear madam, have you come to Yan all by yourself? Are you here on vacation? Let's not be so formal. My Yanni's name is Wang, or Blaze in Victorian. And yes, I guess you could say I'm here on vacation. I haven't met many Victorians who speak Yanese as well as you do. Have you lived in Yan previously? Actually, no. But I'm not 100% Victorian. My father is Yanese. Three rules, you say? Check out this background. Yes, if you can't follow these rules, I won't be able to take you back to Baizhao. Okay, lay 'em on me. First, be wary of strangers. Do not, of your own volition, take actions that are unnecessary. What do you take me for, a 3-year-old? I know that. What else? Second, do not tell anyone that you are an infected. I just realized I was messing with the plug on my microphone. I hope I didn't mess up anything. Okay, it looks like I might be doing something by doing that, so I'll stop. Do I really need you to tell me that? Third, do not, under any circumstances, tell anyone about your father. Who was your father? Okay. Blaze, you are an important witness in all of these major cases, as well as an important piece of evidence. I need your cooperation, and in return, I will guarantee your safety. What's that about your dad? I'm here to visit some family, and I'm on vacation. Well, madam, you came at the perfect time. The Feast of 100 Delicacies is about to begin. All Baijiao's restaurants compete to serve the best dishes. This is the time of year when you can try the tastiest food. Really? Do you have any Baijiao delicacies you can recommend? Or maybe a restaurant or two? Baijiao doesn't have any signature dishes or Baijiao delicacies, as you put it. Instead, you'll find that every single dish you eat in Baijiao makes a delicacy. Ah, that makes sense. I didn't make the connection until now that Baijiao means 100 stoves in Victorian. You know what they say, to the people, food is heaven. Yes, the name Baijiao, bestowed ages ago by the reigning Trulong, means to tend all cooking stoves unto heaven. Later, someone says exquisite food demands meticulous preparation. See, fine food doesn't just fill your stomach, it soothes your soul. There are different dishes for every season and every region. The best chefs, they have a wealth of knowledge and the power of the gods at their fingertips. Please, let's eat. Enough fooling around with foreign tourists. Order up! Is it mission time? Is she the regular customer? Hold on. Yes. No, Blaze. Okay. So regular customer is the old guy. Do you have some special fondness for tofu, or... These are all tofu dishes? They have different names, so I had no idea. Who would have thought that Yan had so many different kinds of tofu? Whatever. There's more than enough tofu for everyone. We'll enjoy it all together. Isn't that the custom here in Yan, after all? Alright, so let's dig in. What about her just hanging out over there? What's this? I don't remember ordering a dessert. Oh, that is a sassy face, I think. Might be sassy, might be relaxed. A little hard to tell, but it looked for a second like she was like, hey! Did you send out the food? Does she like it? Actually, she didn't really eat much. She gave most of it away to the other customers. Settle down. She might be feeling out the ambience, you know? Just calm down. Let's see what happens. My water. So what is this Feast of 100 Delicacies you keep talking about? You may speak fluent Yanese, madam, but there are clearly gaps in your knowledge of our culture. The Feast of 100 Delicacies happens every year in mid-autumn, when the Trulong convenes meetings with mandarins at all levels to discuss state affairs. If it's just a bunch of government meetings, why is it called the Feast of 100 Delicacies? Now that has a beautiful origin story. Many years ago, the Trulong at the time held a birthday banquet, and all the mandarins presented him with gifts, including all manner of rare treasures from all across Yan. But there was one mandarin, a young assistant minister from the Ministry of Revenue, who gave the Trulong a bowl of pearl jade soup. The Trulong lifted the lid off the bowl, only to find a clump of rotten cabbage leaves and a scant few grains of brown rice floating in some water. Pearl jade soup, huh? The Trulong was enraged, demanding, "What is the meaning of this?" The assistant minister replied, "There was a flood in Zhongqi this year, so we had a terrible harvest. What you see in the bowl here is what the peasants have been eating every day." Speaking up for what's right, that's what any good mandarin should do. Still, doing it to the Trulong's face on his birthday like that takes some serious guts. Yes, the surprising thing is the Trulong did not punish the young mandarin. He praised him and ordered that all other mandarins follow his example in advocating for the people. The Trulong ordered cuts to the court budget and used those funds for disaster relief. He built embankments to guard against future floods, and Zhongqi was saved. I think the US could use some military cuts to feed the population. Yes, and the following year the mandarins presented the Trulong with a bowl of sumptuous fortune soup to show him that the fineries were thriving. Or the fineries? In summation, the annual banquet became a tradition called the Feast of 100 Delicacies, held every year during the Mid-Autumn Festival. And all restaurants in the city serve dishes from the traditional 100 Delicacies menu, welcoming all the people to join in the celebration. Oh, Yannis really know food, don't they? This little shop here is a great example. It may look ordinary, but it serves top-notch eats. Just look how many different types of tofu they can make. Amazing! And again, these cakes here, they taste different to the ones I've had before, and not in a good way. I think something's not quite right with them. Huh? Why's everyone gone silent? Excuse me. Was it you? You're the one criticizing my food? Now we get the mission.
The flames in the furnace are jumping for joy.
Pardon me just a moment, folks. Alright, I'm back. Great music.
Hello. I'm here for a brief survey. Don't worry, I won't overstay my welcome.
Ooh, this is tricky. Gonna cost you more. How about double the pay?
Water's not far. Forgive me. I woke up on the wrong side of the sleeping bag.
She's snarky. I like it.
My turn? Still feel like yapping?
Okay.
Water's not far.
My turn
Let's
now?
take these two out. Let's put him
Get
here.
what you deserve. I mean, what you ordered.
Blaze can go here.
Got the situation down crystal clear.
again, it's this little smoke. If we can take him down, this will take him out.
Let's stick with just these three for now, I think.
Quickly! The spare ribs have been still misbehaving.
So there's the firewall. Goodness, look at the damage he's dealing to everyone he's blocking. Okay, and now we've got Blaze. Oh! That's some very interesting range.
My blood is boiling.
Whoa! That is rapid. Did she stumble over her words in that statement? I love how many skills are using the ammo system instead of a timer system. Because the ammo system's just, it's so great for not wasting a skill. Well, that was easy peasy. I completely forgot to use the stove. What do you want to show me? Pick up the pace a little, we'll be there soon. Are we not going to get the resolution of the chef finally talking to Blaze? If you walk in the snow by the stream, the fragrant plum blossoms are rare. However, you can find some at the base of the mountain. I suppose the view of the fireworks against the city skyline from atop the mountain could be the only thing worth climbing all the way up here. Fireworks? Who cares about those? I brought you here to see this pine tree. An evergreen. It can withstand the cold weather. No, that's not what's special about it. I planted this tree myself right before I assumed my post in Bajau. Back then, I had the same mindset as you. After all these years, I'm a different person now. And this tree is a different tree. I do not understand. That doesn't matter. All you need to do now is look at the tree, imprint it in your memory. King Yan, you will do well in the Judicial Review Office. You will go on to be an excellent deputy minister, or maybe a minister yourself. Those cases will not be a problem for you. There's really only one issue that you'll need to focus on. Will you be able to handle the truth? I do not understand. You don't need to understand now. Every once in a while, you will think back to this pine tree. Once you've spent enough time contemplating the tree, you will understand the rest. After I die, cut down the tree. Use its wood to fashion my coffin. Mr. Yu, we should be going. The higher you climb, the colder it gets. Is he close to death right now? That's an odd statement to make there. Years of wind and snow, moments fleeting like blossoms in the morning and evening light. Once more I think back to the pine tree. Once more I think back to the pine tree and the mountain path, buried in snow. Yu Chang, what penalty do you propose to atone for your guilt? Yo, that is a bright red. Slightly brighter than I'm used to seeing from these robes. Snoring. Huh? What time is it? Has the suspect confessed yet? Censor Zhizhen, this is a serious matter. Please mind your words and behavior. Okay, so it is a different robe. It's much redder than the other one, and the gold is much more vibrant. It looks great. This is a routine internal matter for the Judicial Review Office. The Department of Discipline and Supervision is just going through the motions. It's not a big deal. However, this trial today certainly has been interesting. The minister is usually quite well-tempered. I've never seen her that angry before. Who's this?
Yu Chang, you served in the Judicial Review Office once. You took an oath before the Bronze Mirror. Do you really think the Judicial Review Office is the proper place for you to act like a spoiled brat?
That's an unjust accusation. You asked me all that you needed to ask, and I answered them. What else would you have me do? On the 15th of last month, around 1:45 a.m., someone set fire to the southern end of the Judicial Review Office scrollery. That person was me.
Liar! When the fire broke out, you were in pre-trial detention. How could you have started it? If you planned the fire, you had help. Name your co-conspirator.
I had no co-conspirator. However, I did have a helper. A foul beast. That night, a wounded foul beast landed by the window of my cell. I fed it a few grains of rice and some fresh water. The foul beast was quite intelligent. I saved it, and it was willing to return the favor. I gave it a burning straw, and told it to fly to the scrollery.
Ah! Yu Chang, the courtroom has no time for your games.
I'm not playing games. Ask me anything, and I will answer truthfully.
Very well. You say you started the fire. Elaborate on that, if you will. What species of foul beast was it that you used?
Do I look like a foul beast expert? I only remember that it was completely black, without a single stray hair. As black as the human heart.
You said you gave the foul beast a burning straw. You were locked in a cell. Where did you get the straw?
I picked it out of my sleeping cushion.
Your cushion was made of cotton.
Then my memory is mistaken. It must have fallen in from the foul beast's nest.
The guards did a full search of your cell after the fire. They did not find any foul beast nest.
If criminals didn't try to cover their tracks, then we wouldn't need the Judicial Review Office or the Ministry of Justice, would we? That foul beast truly understood human nature.
Why, you...
Oh, right. As for how I lit the straw in the first place, I struck the cell bars with these iron shackles exactly 863 times, one for each year of the Judicial Review Office's existence. That is as much detail as I can provide on the fire. Will it do? Madam Minister, do you have more questions for me? What a strange man. Pardon me. It seems he has been reading some fanciful stories since his retirement.
This is no time for jokes.
Well, she had the patience to play along with him and indulge his insanity. Do you want to enter this line into the record?
Of course.
Interesting. Yu Chang was once appointed Deputy Minister for the Judicial Review Office's Halron Pavilion. There he took down countless corrupt mandarins and notorious criminals. However, after his retirement, you convicted him of fabricating evidence, which is how he ended up here. As you think back now, do you regret your choice, Deputy Minister Lin?
The law is the law. It bends for no man. Stop trying to stir up trouble, Sensor Ji.
But when we look at it, Yu Chang's behavior is quite odd. When he was charged with fabricating evidence, he did not question it or protest. Now, after he's been convicted, he decides to start a fire?
That's not right. I still have questions. Yes, Deputy Minister Lin?
Lin Qingyan puts down her pen and paper and happens to meet Yu Chang's gaze. The prisoner, who has been pretending to be insane, is now staring at her intently. She wants to know the truth. She does not fear revealing herself in the process. Yu Chang seems pleased with Yin Qing... It's probably Qingyan. Lin Qingyan's reaction. He closes his eyes as an ugly grin crosses his face.
Deputy Minister Lin, as acting clerk, you need only take notes. Minister Chen, there is one question you haven't yet asked. Yu Chang claims he set the fire. What was his motive? The suspect's confession is clearly nonsense. Why bother asking his motive?
I am the one who set fire to the scrollery. You must believe me. As for why I did it...
Yu Chang! There were 74,000 case files in the southern section of the scrollery, the result of 60 years of painstaking effort and the hard work of 24 deputy ministers, and you saw fit to turn it all to ash?
Yu Chang suddenly droops his head. He remains silent for what seems like ages. The minister's eyes remain fixed on him, watching his every move. As I see it, it was no great loss. Those files were filled with half-truths, whitewashed fabrications, and outright lies. Gazing upon them dirties the eyes. Thinking of them taints the mind. So I thought it best to cleanse it all in flames.
Cleanse? Just what are you trying to say?
What am I trying to say? If you're keen to know, then let's have a discussion. That which I burned, was it clean or dirty? Minister Chen, the suspect is clearly suffering from some sort of mental disease. It's getting late. Shall we conclude the questioning for today? Getting hard to keep my eyes open. Sorry about this, folks. Also got this splitting headache now in the side of my face. Been a while since I had a tired headache.
Escort Yu Chang back to his cell.
Pardon me, I'm going to move my microphone.
I truly regret that we subjected the Department of Discipline and Supervision to this circus here today.
It is truly a vexing case, we understand.
The Judicial Review Office will be sure to submit a full explanation to the Department of Discipline and Supervision.
I just hope this can be resolved quickly so I don't have to make so many trips here. We've planted way too many camphor trees in this courtyard. They're making me sneeze. I shall take my leave now, Deputy Minister Lin. See you.
You should be off too, Lin Qinyan. Qinyan, my bad.
The courtroom door swings open as sunlight pours in once more. Lin Qingyang immediately spots the 7 towers with 18 pointed roofs hidden in the shadows of the trees. The Judicial Review Office scrollery were all built in this style. The roofs of the towers seem to be covered with ash, the remnants of the burned southern section. Just as she is about to step out the door, she hears a faint voice. Lin Qingyan, it's almost time. Do not forget. Lin Qingyan steps out into the cold sunlight without even hesitating. The cold sunlight? Hacha!
Sensor Zhijian, you're still there? Still here?
I was waiting to chat with you for a minute. It's not convenient to talk in there. If you still want to investigate Yu Chang's case, you'd better move quickly. After the Feast of 100 Delicacies is over, all prisoners detained in Baizhou will either be transferred to another prison or exiled. In any case, the cells must be emptied within 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
The Imperial Decree should reach you shortly. I just spotted it early, so I'm giving you a heads up.
And here I thought you didn't care much for these things.
Huh. It is within my power to avoid caring, but you cannot get it out of your head. Yu Chang is very important to you, isn't he?
He was kind of like my teacher in the Judicial Review Office. He's the one who taught me to distinguish right from wrong. When I first discovered that he had fabricated evidence to convict a corrupt mandarin, well, I shrugged it off as using any means necessary to achieve justice. However, I never imagined he would set fire to the scrollery. There's absolutely no justice in that.
Indeed. I can't figure him out.
But it does provoke a question. They've never emptied the jails for the feast before. Why do it this year?
This matter may not concern you directly, but I'm sure you've heard something about it. You men experienced a catastrophe at the beginning of the year. Then, this summer, we suffered the Da Wang incident. And what was the root cause of all this?
The bestial Sui. This 1,000-year-old case must finally be resolved. I dare not engage in presumptuous speculation. This is as much as I can say for now. The length of these cutscenes and how sheerly tired I am is making it hard to sit still in my seat. I'm actually tempted to stand up. Screw it. Give me a second, folks.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Feeling a little better. Doge, Sensor Jishen, why did you terminate the ongoing interrogation? Ah. As the saying goes, words may deceive, so trust your eyes. I wager you haven't seen the burned scrollery yet. No, I have not. Perhaps you'd better go see for yourself. I will take my leave. I was about to say, if that's the end of the cutscene, I was also about to say, gosh dang it, let's get back to the restaurant already. And hey, here we are. The restaurant, which was loud and boisterous just a moment ago, goes completely silent. The regulars, anticipating what is to come, file out of the diner one by one. Of course, they remember to leave money for their meals. Zhang, close the door! What? What happened? Zhang, wasn't she just eating these tangerine cakes here? Yes, she was. And didn't you tell me she was criticizing the taste? No, she said they taste different. Not bad, just different. Winking vigorously. I guess you'd call it criticism. They're not exactly orthodox, different to what I had before. So you're the head chef, eh? Pretty young, aren't you? Don't try and change the subject! I was just critiquing the food. That's not a capital offense. Besides, I thought the rest of the dishes were awesome. Now you're on to flattery. This is my restaurant and I have my rules. You either tell me what's wrong with the tangerine cakes or I won't let you leave. I told you already, they taste different to the ones I've had before. Where and when did you eat them before? Oh, maybe more than 10 years ago? When I was living in Victoria, a relative sent them to me. Did you come here to stir up trouble? Zhang, escort her out! No, we're not in the habit of kicking customers out of the restaurant. Good, madam, think for a minute. What exactly is it about these cakes that taste different? Maybe this is all some kind of misunderstanding. Frickin', this kid could give Gordon Ramsay a run for his money in terms of temper. Let me think. I remember the tangerine cakes I had before were sweeter. Yes, you must not have used enough sugar. The tangerine cakes need more sugar? To think I took you for a food critic. You are a woman with absolutely no taste. I won't waste my time arguing with you. Please leave. You say I have no taste when the real problem is your cooking? Oh. Oh, no. My cooking, you say? Don't make me laugh. My cooking, my culinary talent, my... Alright then, I'll make you a bet. Go out this door here and sample the food at some of the other restaurants. If you find a better tasting meal, I'll give you this entire shop. No, please, no. But if you can't find better food, you have to sit at this table by the window and shout out to the streets. Shout what? Apologize to me 100 times. But what would I want with your restaurant? Let's do this instead. If I find food that tastes better, then you'll let me eat here for a month, free, and you'll teach me how to cook a few of the tastiest dishes in Yanni's cuisine, also free of charge. Huh? There's an old Yanni's saying, give a man a fin and you'll feed him for a day. Teach a man to fin catch and you'll feed him for a lifetime. I know that phrase. Give a man a fish, you'll feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish and you'll feed him for a lifetime. But of course, fin and fin catch is what they call it here for some reason. Instead of finning. After all, we don't call it fish catching. We just call it fishing. This restaurant, when I leave, I can't take it with me. If you teach me how to cook a few tasty dishes, I can cook them for my friends. But weren't you just criticizing my cooking? I told you, all your other dishes taste great. Wait a moment. Don't think you can just trick me like that. We still need to discuss the tangerine cakes. Okay, then I'll take your bet. I know I can find tangerine cakes somewhere in Baijiao that taste like the ones I had before. Huh? What's that weird smell? I think it's coming from back in the kitchen. Oh no, my pies! I know that smell. It's like something is overcooked. My stew! Dear customer, I apologize. Our head chef has a bad temper and is easily offended. Please come again, alright? Pretty weird. I've heard that skilled chefs tend to be eccentric. Ah, she's got a pen and notebook. Is she the actual critic? In fact, I'll bet the reason he was able to become a good chef was precisely because he takes his food so seriously. Did you notice that each of the 5 tofu dishes you ordered had tofu cut in a different way, yet every piece of tofu within each dish was exactly the same size and shape? How can they be exactly the same size and shape if they're all cut in a different way? Oh, and within each dish. Right, my bad. Never mind. I don't think many chefs in Baijiao could accomplish that. Yeah, that is a testament to your cooking. If you have different shaped tofu for every dish, and you make it that way every time. That's really impressive. You overheard our argument? Sorry, I wasn't eavesdropping. You were just within earshot. You were all having such fun sharing your dishes amongst yourselves. Well, I believe you accidentally took the plate of tangerine cakes that I ordered. Oh, sorry about that. What a dummy I was, taking someone else's food and then having a fight with the chef over it. You wait here, I'll order you some more, straight away. No, there's no need for that. I came here today to try the food. After seeing how much you all enjoyed it, well, I figure it must be good enough. However, I'm still a little curious. What exactly did you not like about the tangerine cakes? I can't really put my finger on it, but I just know I've eaten better ones before. Are you sure the dish you ate before was indeed tangerine cakes? Of course! One of my relatives lived in Baijiao and would ship me these cakes. There's no way I'd be wrong, I'm sure. May I trouble you with a request then? You're going out looking for another restaurant that serves these tangerine cakes, right? Can you take me with you? Sure. You're from Baijiao, aren't you? That's perfect. You know your way around these parts. And again, it's getting kind of late. Let's meet here again tomorrow at noon. What do you say? Certainly. Oh, right. By the way, my name is Blaze. I'm a tourist from Victoria. How should I call you? I am a woman of few hobbies. I like to write, and I like to eat. My pen name is the Wandering Foodie. Called it! In any case, you may call me Jingzhu for short. Such a trove of knowledge, those wonderful archives. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. The dark space still has a lingering acrid smell. On the collapsed beams of ironwood, murky raindrops tremble, ready to fall. The iron chests that once held so many records and books have been warped and twisted by the flames. The paper and ink within have smoldered into ash, leaving only faint traces of words. Do not wait. Is this the lady with the blue hair? I'm gonna assume it is for now. Do not linger too long. Rain showers after a fire send smoke up into the air. What have we learned so far? We've determined this to be arson. The absurd part? The fire's time and location match Yu Chang's confession perfectly. The scrollery was heavily guarded, yet on the night of the fire the guards didn't notice anything. Not only was the perpetrator highly skilled in kung fu, but they also had intimate knowledge of the Judicial Review Office's layout. They must have been working with Yu Chang for quite some time. You're saying you think this was an inside job? We cannot be certain. How bad was the damage? All records that were burned were from old cases, which has little effect on our current work. However, if these cases were ever to be reviewed in the future, there would be no evidence to go on. Nearly all of these cases were Yu Chang's responsibility. Do you really believe Yu Chang was the one who burned the scroll array? Absolutely not. No matter what nonsense he spouts, he was imprisoned when the fire broke out. There's no way he could have done it himself. However, I'm sure he's involved in some way. He's working with someone else. What did he mean when he suggested the files are dirty? Is there something on your mind? Do you still remember the last case Yu Chang investigated before he retired? How could I forget? 40 years ago, the Minister of Justice was stabbed in the street. The assassin turned out to be a mad beggar. The Judicial Review Office did everything in their power to uncover the man's identity, to no avail. In the end, they classified the murder as a random spur-of-the-moment act of violence. But nearly 30 years later, Yu Chang accused the sitting Minister of Rights, Ning Shu, of being the murderer. I worked with Yu Chang for many, many years. I know him better than anyone. However, in his last few years at the office, he began to change. Something radicalized him. He began doing whatever it takes to catch criminals. He even started fabricating evidence to close cold cases and settle old scores. If the accusations against him were baseless, then why did Minister Ning resign? What do you mean? Do you still remember Gu Quan? It all began when Gu Quan, serving as the envoy of ceremonial rites, died en route to Victoria. Yu Chang believed that Minister Ning murdered the Minister of Justice, and then killed the important witness in the case 30 years later. But that's the absurdity! The envoy had only just taken office. How could he have been connected to a case from 30 years prior? Moreover, the envoy's manner, place, and time of death were all clearly established. He drowned near the Victorian border. How could the Minister of Rights have orchestrated his death all the way from Baijiao? The Judicial Review Office recorded Gu Quan's death in the case files. The files are somewhere in this pile of ash that lays before you. Why raise these two cases now? Do you think they are connected to the fire somehow? I would call it a hunch. Yu Chang's confession has drawn our attention, but clearly there's some kind of larger scheme behind the fire. The real question isn't who set the fire, but the arsonist's ultimate goal. Would you hand this case over to me? No. On what grounds? Yu Chang asked you to take notes during his trial. This is why you stand here now, and it is also the reason I cannot allow you to participate any further. Whatever Yu Chang's plan, you are most certainly a part of it. I know you regard him as a mentor, and couldn't bear to see his reputation tarnished. But I will assign someone else to investigate the fire. Rest assured, we will get to the bottom of this. What about the cases that Yu Chang once investigated? You'd best forget about those. No matter what you intend to investigate, it's simply not a good time. Why do you say that? Lin Qingyan, you are Deputy Minister at the Judicial Review Office, not some patrolwoman. Every case you handle has a ripple effect. Your so-called act of justice may very well become a dagger in the hands of those with ulterior motives. So you know what's really going on with these cases, don't you? Stay away from Yu Chang's cases. That is my suggestion. Do not force me to make it an order. Oh, and I have one final piece of advice. You must learn to prioritize. The past is never as important as the present. The young deputy minister is still standing in the same spot. She walks down the path that's been cleared through the rubble, through the place that once held so many case files. The arsonist's motive is quite clear. He never wanted those files to see the light of day. Whether Yu Chang fabricated evidence or not, all available clues in both cases point to Ning Shu. But why would the Minister of Rights assassinate another high-ranking Mandarin? She bends down and brushes aside a charred beam, revealing a hint of green emerging from the ashes. It's a pine tree. Yu Chang, you... I planted this tree myself right before I assumed my post in Baijiao. After I die, cut down the tree. use its wood to fashion my coffin. Excuse me. Lin Qingyan, it's almost time. Do not forget. Is he going to be executed? This month's water bill is 2,000, and electricity is 2,500, while ingredient costs... Go do your accounting somewhere else, please. I can't stand you buzzing in my ear. According to my calculations, if you can come up with another 3,000, we'll be able to keep the doors open past this month. And where am I gonna dig out that coin? There are ways to do it, like the 2 months of meals owed by Wang the carpenter, or you can visit shopkeeper Liu across the street and ask him for the balance he owes for last month's funeral banquet. Collect enough of those outstanding debts and we'll have what we need to make it through the month. That's less than ideal, isn't it? Customers on credit are in a tough spot. Going up to them and calling in the debt right now feels awkward, to say the least. You want to play the good guy? Why, every time the rent collector comes calling, do you ask me to deal with him? You're big-boned. Even if the rent collector is angry, he won't take you in a fight. Maybe. There's another way. Ding Fang Lao is coming here again today to hand out invitations to the competition. They're hiring chefs in preparation for the Feast of 100 Delicacies. If you can manage to win the competition, the prize money alone will be enough to pay our rent through the end of the year. No. No way, no how. I am the proud owner and head chef of Savers at Yu's. How could I stoop so low as to work for someone else? This is no ordinary cook. The head chef of Ding Fang Lao doesn't take apprentices, but even a casual demonstration provides enough to keep most chefs learning for 3 to 5 years. Plenty of people dream of working under him, never to get the chance. Besides, it's for the Feast of 100 Delicacies. The menu is recorded every year and passed down through generations. This is the lifelong dream of countless chefs. Those who want to attend are free to go. I shall not. Are you scared? I'm not scared! You're scared! What Feast of 100 Delicacies? There's nothing more than a group of old gray hairs roasting and hosting a big dinner party. For some reason I've read that as roasting in a big dinner party. What the heck? All they ever talk is politics. They don't even have a chance to eat. It's a waste of time. Just listen to your arrogance. You talk as if you've been there in person. I've catered so many banquets. They're all the same. You won't take any of my suggestions. I guess we're just gonna let this restaurant fail then. Good grief, with a boss like you, I've got to start making new career plans. Okay. If it's just another 3,000 we need, I'll start making extra deliveries each day through the end of the month. Have you no ambition? As a chef, don't you want your restaurant to do well? I'm not even sure why you opened it in the first place. People need to eat, which means there has to be someone to cook for them. As long as we have customers who want to eat my food, this restaurant will do just fine. More importantly, I promised I'd wait for a certain customer, and that one still hasn't shown. Still haven't shown? I can't close the shop yet. What customer? Who do you need to wait for? It's just not time yet. A great stew demands patience. You have to add in the ingredients at just the right time. There's no need to rush. What's with this thing? I can't get any channels. I want to watch the news. Hey, you're back? Indeed. What have you learned? I brought some food for you. I found a new restaurant today. The kitchen stinks to high heaven, but the cooking is pretty solid. Oh, right, there's one other thing. Today I found these snacks that my dad once sent me a long time ago. Who gave you permission to leave your room as you please? What? Seriously? I've been living off takeout for 3 days straight. I just wanted to go out and grab a bite to eat. Is that not allowed? How many times have I told you? Your identity and status are extremely important. Your current situation is dreadfully tenuous. Are you taking this seriously or not? Lin Qingyan, are you off your rocker? We already established the 3 rules. No one said I was confined to my room. I had a good life back at Rhodes Island. Then you showed up and told me my father's death was suspicious without giving any details. I came all the way here to Baijiao, the place where my dad used to live, and you still haven't told me anything. You've made me stay in this room day after day, and now you have the gall to yell at me? Forgive me. I should not have scolded you. The current situation is not as I had anticipated. What situation? What situation? Is there anything I can do to help? I don't know. A lot of unexpected things happened in Baijiao before we arrived. If you would aid me, then simply do what you can to avoid danger, understood? As for your father, I just happened to be handed that case a few years ago. The case was originally being handled by my predecessor, someone I trusted deeply. Your father seemed to have been spending a lot of time pursuing a certain truth in the last few years of his life. His death was suspicious. Every clue we've found hints that there were larger forces at work here. How large, we don't know for certain, nor can we even hope to guess. But your mere existence is the most important piece of evidence we have. Blaze, I vow to you, I will find the truth, and once I do, I will tell you everything. However, until I do, I simply need you to trust me. I need you to cooperate with me. By the way, what were you saying about your father just now? I said I found these snacks that he used to send to me a long time ago. And? Sorry, I think I just pulled a hair on my arm somehow. They don't taste the same as they used to. Maybe it's just because I'm remembering wrong. The Yanese have a saying for this, right? The situation remains the same, yet the people have changed. No, that's not right. The situation has also changed. Well then, a more apt saying would be, times change, and with them change all things. Too much time has passed. It will be very hard for us to find any clues left from back then. But these are, in fact, one of the few things I've found in Baijiao that relates to my father. When I lived with my mother in Victoria, my dad would send them to me from time to time. I figured that by the time I got my disease under control and figured out what I really believed in, my dad would be back in Victoria waiting for me to come home. Naive. Everyone longs for that sort of happy ending. And yet, by the time I found a place that could treat my neuropathy and finish some of the things I had to do with the Bunny's crew, my dad was gone. Before you came and found me, I always thought my dad's death was an accident. I was sad, but there was nothing I could do about it. But if you're telling me my father was murdered, then that's an entirely different story. I need to learn the truth. I owe that to my father, and to myself. In all truth, I know very little about what happened to your father. Many of the old archives have been lost, and very little information can be extracted from what remains. Just from looking at the case files he left behind, we can see that your father worked as a ceremonial officer in the Ministry of Rites for over 10 years, but never got promoted. It seems he was not well suited to serve in public office. However, to stay in a position like that for over a decade, he must have been a good person. Good people also die. She walks over to the window, closes her eyes, and rubs her temples. The faraway city lights are shimmering in the twilight. The years of wandering are long over. People today are moving from one stage of life to the next, as the city guides them and runs right behind them. Many boundaries are blurred. Many high walls become thoroughfares. Many hurried footsteps pass over the paving stones. Not everyone is qualified to etch their name into the annals of history. Is that it? It's over! Yum yum! Don't be stingy when it comes to complimenting how the food smells at Save As It Use. Once the young chef's ears go red from praise, he'll discreetly add a few extra bits of meat to your plate. Fragrant meals fear not alleys deep. While invisible to the eye on most days, there is a faint aroma lining the streets, at least until it hits you face first in front of the restaurant it leads to. You need only follow the scent of food to paint a grand picture of Baijiao's streets. I would love to walk through somewhere where I can just smell the food coming from the various restaurants and pick out a specific one to love. Unfortunately, I do not have time for more tonight. I am very tired, and my voice is actually feeling better than it was earlier, but still suffering. So, I'm going to do this last little thing in my base here, and then call it a night.
Clean enough, I guess.
Which I guess means it's outro time. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. You may find my YouTube and Discord in my Twitch profile, or if you're watching this on YouTube, you'll find my Twitch at the WinterPrince52. Additionally, YouTubers, please leave comments. I love them and they are helpful. Assuming you are informative, or otherwise just trying to make conversation and cheer me up. Hold on, do we have something extra over here? Oh, 2 more things. Why do they keep showing up one by one? Doctor, did you enjoy the dinner? I had planned to rest after preparing the meal, but then I remembered your question from earlier today. Whether having me around every year means you'll always get to enjoy my cooking? Many people praise my cooking, but the way you put it is truly amusing. So I made an extra snack just for you. By the way, happy anniversary! House Special Misandao. A popular Baijiao street food, can be used to restore sanity. Quality street food, you made just for you. Sweet and chewy with an unforgettable taste. Doctor, the past year must have been quite significant for you. You've delved into stories from the past, witnessed historical events, and bid farewell to some old friends. You've gained a deeper understanding of this land and yourself, and you should be more confident in the path you've chosen. The path of hope. Rhodes Island still faces countless challenges. No amount of preparation ever seems enough, but that doesn't mean we should give up our right to enjoy moments of leisure. We seldom get the chance to experience pure joy, yet when we find ourselves in difficult times, it's often those cherished memories that help us overcome adversity. Take the time to meet with the operators today. Many are eager to see you on this special occasion. I believe they will remind you that on the challenging path you've chosen, you'll never walk alone. The present we already have will also remind us that the true meaning of our efforts lies in the future. Happy anniversary, Doctor. Oh, am I getting all of these because this is my 1000th login day? This is cool. Rhodes Island! An elegant and delicate cake can be used to restore sanity. Who do you think of when you see this cake? Oddly enough, it looks a little bit like a Mario level. Alright, anyway, I might stream more of this tomorrow, or it might be not until next week. I'll try to get into the habit of streaming more in the middle of the week. It'll certainly help me out with a few things. But for now, thanks again, everyone! I hope you enjoyed. And I love you all, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. Good night.